Okay, go.
I said, he can't grow hair on his head. I don't know anything else about it, but I know that. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, you're getting serious again. I kind of wanted to share some things with you that it's almost funny. It's like, we all know that Eric Boehm is very successful. And we all know that he came out of high school at the age of 18 and automatically became successful. Automatically. He's an 18-year-old kid, and he's successful. Well, I'd like to tell you that Eric came in 10 years after I was in the business. He came in because he had a very, very good instructor, and guess what? I had a very, very good student. And sometimes when you send your child like to school and they don't run everything, sometimes it's the teacher's fault because they're not getting across what the child should understand. When something happens in my office and it goes astray, I blame myself. I would never blame an agent. I blame me for not getting a handle on it, not keeping a handle on it, thinking everything's fine, going home and watching Judge Judy, and so I am going to take the full responsibility of this. Last week we started out a class, not a meeting, a class of Secret Agent number 1. Today we're going to have a Secret Agent number 2 class. I like to have the lenders, I like to have different speakers come in, I like all of this, but it's not educating us for our future. Sometimes we listen to what they say, and sometimes they leave, we can't even remember what they said. So I think we need to go back to, and this kind of all started how I was going to train the class of agents that I selected. So now we're going to go back. Those that, it's on the computer, class number 1, should pull it, print it, and keep it, and read it. Because that's what it's all about. You think that, oh my God, she's concerned about us doing this, us doing that, and her. I can survive on 2 agents. I cannot survive with having people here that aren't successful if I think I'm responsible for it. My duty and job this morning is to try to take everybody to that level, and anybody can be an Eric Boehm. We had a few little words. He quit, sold one house, took his girlfriend to Hawaii. He's only 18 years old, came back 3 weeks later, wanted to know what the hell happened to his other 4 listings. And I had to explain to him that the minute he stepped on the plane, it wasn't his listings anymore. So I gave him a referral fee, and he quit. So I just explained to him, selling one house and going to Hawaii is not what it's all about. When you have 3 other listings, your job is to maintain those, or to appoint somebody to maintain them for you. And he came back with, I don't think I want to be your partner. And I said, I don't think I want you for my partner. So why don't you just go in the corner somewhere and talk about it and think about it. When you're ready to be a full partner, come back and talk to me. There's a right way and a wrong way to sell real estate. It's not being a dapper Dan, suit and tie on, 18 years old, Mr. Big Shot, listing a house, somebody else sells it, and you go to Hawaii. It doesn't work that way. So Eric came back. We wrote a contract. Eric and I entered into a contract. What his duties was, and what mine was. And then I said, now you're 50% my partner. You have to work, I do have to work. One of the things I told my son coming out, the minute you sit down at my class, you become an agent. I'm the broker, you're the agent. And when we're out the door, you're my son, I'm your mother. But here, you're my agent, and I'm your broker. And that's the way I always was with Eric. Eric paid his way. Every time I see him something good, I take almost full credit, because it finally dawned on him. He got married, finally dawned on him, maybe I knew what I was talking about. When I do know what I'm talking about. But Eric became one of the best students I've ever had. You know who is another good student, believe it or not? Josh Anderson. Very good student. Josh Anderson could own a mountain house with one problem: lies. So therefore, that has to go out of the equator. You have to tell the truth, and always tell the truth, because then you can always remember what you said. You can't lie to your client. They'll come back and bite you in the butt. but he had the qualifications of being an excellent, you know who else had one? Nicholas. Nicholas could have been one of the best agents. He just had one escrow, and everything his mother, who isn't a real estate agent, told him was gonna happen, happened. I never seen so many things happen in one escrow in my entire life than happened for, Nicholas. So Nicholas left with my blessing. Would he have been a good agent? My God, yes. He's a good student. His thirst for knowledge is just, Amy Winston. I mean, you couldn't pour enough knowledge into her, just absorb it like a freaking sponge. I just couldn't tell her anything without her saying why. It didn't bother me because I was able to tell her why. So, whole class is secret agents. And I don't know whether any of you walked away with any of that last week, but I always believe and always have visual. And I always feel sorry for the poor person who sits there because I was taught in my speaking class, concentrate on one person, so I'm going to switch over to Frank. Anyway, I hope that my philosophy, if you go to a class and you get one thing, you're a winner. These are not a punishment. It's for each and every one of you, right sitting in this today, to be successful. That's my prayers, that's my hope, that's my desire to give you the knowledge to be that way. I can give it to you. If you can't do something with it. How many people called their clients to tell them about the clock? I didn't want to know. I gave it to you, a little late, but I gave it to you. I called 5 of my clients, people that I knew, and told them, don't forget, oh yeah, we just did it, thank you. But they remember that I called them. So secret agent class number 2, we'll get started on that. And I know some of you listen, some of you don't. That's okay. You get one thing. That's all I ask, one thing. These are no longer meetings, they're classes, and we should have them for a while. We are going to have, next week, we're going to be touring the new homes that Rebecca brought back to me and Rhonda brought to me, and they're absolutely stunning, and they're going to hopefully have us lunch. I'll check on it. If not, then I'll probably spring for lunch at McDonald's or someplace. So anyway, I hope you understand that this is because of my love for all of you and wanting you to be successful. I'm already successful. Wanting you to be. And always remember, when you're at the top, few people have anything to say about you because they think you sneaked or done something to get there. But you are still, we are still the top office, and we're going to remain the top office, no matter. Okay, so with that in mind, you will help me out, please? Okay. And she's putting these on the computer. You guys can download them, take them home, or show your kids what they should be doing in school or whatever. Okay, so I love it. Secret agent. Remember I said don't be a secret agent. A lot of people don't know you're real estate agents. Okay. I did this a long time ago, and I remember Jose saw it and liked it, was taking a picture of it, and I thought, you know what? Winning is not a sometime thing. It's an all-time thing. You don't win once in a while. You don't do things once in a while. You do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. So, unfortunately, so is losing. I took that out, but somebody put it back in. Okay. Forget mistakes. Forget failure. Forget everything except what you do right now, and do it. Today is your lucky day. I was talking to my son Ernie, who will be out 1 month from today, said failure is good because you have to look back and see what you did wrong. Well, what if I didn't fail? So then you don't have to look back, do you, Mom? Failure's not all bad if you profit from it. It's when you sit there and wallow in self-pity. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh. Some people think, well, gee, it's an excuse to get out of the house away from the kids off from down here and relax and enjoy. No. This should not be your job. This should be your career. Okay. Now, I'm reading all the time, different reader's wisdom. It takes the same amount of energy to find excuses not to do it as it does to find a way to do. Do you want your life to stand still or move forward? I've seen people just say, well, shucks, I get in the car, but I remember I need gas, which unfortunately I do need gas. I really, truly do. I don't know how I got as many places I did, but it says 10 gallons. Even that uses gas, not very much, but once in a while. It takes as much energy, it really does. It's just, see, I can't do it, as it does to go ahead and do it. Do you ever tell somebody to do something, maybe your kids, and you say, well, it's not worth it, I could have done it in half the time. We all do that. It takes more time to say you can't do it, and you can't. There you want to move up front? I see you leaning forward.
Oh, I'm scratching my leg.
Oh. We'd like to know what you're doing back there, please. Okay. Never argue. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with their experience. I read these things, and when I see them, they relate to me, or my age. I don't know what it is, but they're just funny to me because they're so true. Okay, and next we have. We have what's called a garage sale. I'm only telling you what I taught Eric, okay? And I'm going to be teaching Ernie. Ernie will be successful. He will not be lucky. He will be a good student because he has to be sick. He doesn't have a choice. He's leaving a job, coming out here without a house. He's got the BMW, that's about all, and a wife, future wife. But he's got to be successful. He does not have a choice. So, one of the things we did, and I'm going to start doing it again, and so will my new student, we look in the paper and we do a garage sale. We're sitting here. You can get on the computer, now that I'm computer happy, and read the Tracy Press. And it's just magnificent. Because what you can do is, how about a phone call? Hello, I see you're having a garage sale. Would you like some help setting up the right signs for your garage sale? I have some signs that would be more than happy to help you. Thank you, and I will let you know when they're set up. What person having a garage sale would not like for somebody to set some frickin' signs up? Guess what? You don't even have to buy them. You hang them over your open house sign. Frank, you're having an open house this weekend. You know, I would be more than happy to set up your signs for you. I looked at it, it's going to take about 8 signs. And what time's your garage sale? 8 o'clock? I'd be more than happy to set it up. It's my way of thinking you just for Libby and Tracy. That's part of what I do. Beats the hell out of sitting here on floor time with nothing to do. There's lots of things you can do. Contact these people. They might tell you no, slam the floor down. That's okay. At least you know, you put their name if they know they have not brought a sale. What's the first thing you do when you are going to sell?
Have a garage sale.
Gee, that's a first. Never thought of that. In my class, you think about it. What can I do for 4 hours that I'm here and I've got to be doing something outside of finding out who bought what where and who went what where. I don't want you to be non-social. That's part of having a nice office. But I have certain people that say I could get a lot more done in the office if people would leave me alone and stop talking. So you just have to say, I'd love to talk to you, but I'm busy right now. I wouldn't be offended if you told me that. Well, it might get a little while, but who cares? You know. But you're here to make a living. But your girls through college, you especially, Frank, you got a tough road. You got a daughter coming up. You think college is cheap? It isn't. You got a couple of grandkids out there. You have a big responsibility. And Mark I like to go travel around the world. You can't do that. And Dave is not going to give you his truck. That's just for nothing having it. Okay? He thinks you're going to give him your truck so he does such a good job for you. So, I'm going to be the first to tell him. He can drive it, but he can't have it.
I wasn't going to tell him that.
Well,
I was just going to take it.
What do you think they call me Blabbermouth for? I'd be happy to tell you. By the way, David, you had somebody that really, really did it. I said, Mark, you look like you've lost weight. He said, I do. I said, yeah, you worked your ASS off for Dave. You really look good. But you took good hands.
Yes,
I'm
I did.
very, very proud to have a co-partner like that. I'm very proud. Okay, Has anybody ever thought of doing this? It's class number 2. You better start thinking about doing it. I will tell you who will do this tomorrow. I know. I'll write it down and give it back to you guys next, and I'm going to tell you who's going to do it. I already know. There's 3 people in here who'll do it immediately. The other will say, well, it's a good idea, but I don't have time. Think about it. Okay. I want to talk to you about not being a secret agent. I want to share with you how important it is to remember things that I tell you. Okay. Next one is going to be, how to turn this off. Let me turn this off for just a little. I'm visiting open houses lately. Not my own, but other people. And I have to get back in the car and just laugh. Because when I leave there, this was not supposed to be next, it's supposed to be a little bit later. But anyway, let's see if we can go to the next thing. Mark, I'm going to try to get to it. This is open house. Get it to the next one. No, back. Okay. At an open house, your clients at your open house should never leave your open house, ever, with any other name on anything. Only your name should appear on the flyer, the map, the water, the bottle, the pins, the cards, the ruler, the balloons, and any other advertisement. I was really impressed. I'm going to be making a brochure. This cost me $1.29. Label was free because I made them. And then I'm going to pass out, just hit of the moment, the brochure that I'm going to be working on, first the front and then the back, okay? $1.29. The next thing I saw was, nobody had a map there, nobody. They got computers. They have computers, but everybody still likes the old-fashioned map. A few people have printed them on Google and done this and that. I'll have mine sitting there and offer them. By the way, I have a recent map, only 5 years old, but it's most recent map. Would you like to have one? Oh, thank you. And by the way, an open house, you let them go over and take one and not hand it to them. How many people throw people? If they take one, they take it. They're going to read it. They're not going to take one if they don't want one. So why would you waste $1 map? By the way, these are $1. $1.29 plus a label. It says Vintage Realty on it. Okay. The next one is my flyers. My flyers are gonna like this. Has my name across it. Vintage Realty. Sticker. Make a whole page of them for 8 cents. And then I have the brochure from the Tracy Chamber of Commerce. They're $1. I don't give them to everybody. I'll say, would you like one? And sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll say yeah. But if they take one, they're gonna leave there with my name. I sit there and I watch people. This is really, really, really rude. Now we can go back to this. I saw that and I came back and I said, oh my God, I don't even have a brochure. So I made a brochure. I'm going to pass it out to you guys. And the brochure is going to tell, welcome to the Tracy, bang, bang, then this be folded. Pass this one, it may not be enough, but good enough to get my point across. Okay. When that person gets home, whatever he has in front, and iMortgage, God bless him. If I got anything on iMortgage, guess who's I on in front of that card? I take a little page of stickers. Stick, stick, stick. I have a pin. I paid $1 I bought a top-notch pen for $1.50. It says, Bain Vintage Realty. But guess what? I'm gonna give you a pen from Fidelity, because they gave me 15. How kind of them. For me to open up my house, set up my signs, get dressed up, wash my car, get the flyers up, set 1,800 signs up, in order for them to take a pen that they look at every time they write. Do they think of Gene? They think of Fidelity. You gave it to them. You give iMortgage. God bless iMortgage. You give them the rate sheet. They take it home, and great. They go, you know what? We saw this house over there, and you know what? We ought to call iMortgage. They're not going to think of you. Your name is nowhere on the damn flyer. But oh, guess what? Out of all the CRAP in there, you gave them a card. I would love to have everybody go ahead and open house and let me do all the you do my advertisement for Fidelity, you do it for North American. I even have people that have these sitting on their desk, and it says North American Title. I would at least put my own business card there.
And that one has a nice back though.
Do it again.
And the back
Neil
of
would
that
want
one. The phone book.
I don't care. They're gonna look at. This is what they're walking out with, and this is what they're walking out with. Eric and I advertised $7,000 for the back page. Didn't do a jack shit. Who you talk to, the one you remember when you get home. Does this make any sense to anybody?
Yeah.
What I have invested here is less than $10. Less than $10. But I'm not going to sit there for 4 hours. My time is more valuable than that. And advertise for anybody. Anybody. I'm not going to do it. And if you're doing it, you definitely are a secret agent. You can order these 25 at a time. And what I do with, we're going to be doing with it, we give them the pen and say, no, you keep that when we sign the contract. That's your lucky pen. I've ordered from China, who takes, I didn't know that, 1 month to get them. I've ordered some keychains that have elephants. Somebody said, are you going to engrave them? And I said, if I have to tell somebody who gave me the elephant, then I can't, it's all lost anyway. But how many people give people a keychain with a damn little old, Ashley furnishes them. I think they're $8.89 for 50. I love it when they just send over their client to pick up their key to the house. They just so they're gonna get one of my elephants. I can assure you of that. They're not gonna get a. Trust me. These are all things promoting me. Not you, but me. I'm there. It's my time. It's my open house. And I want to share something with you. We talked about it last week. When you set those signs up, the neighbors are watching. I thought their house was supposed to be open at 1. It's 1:30 and there's nobody there yet. Here comes Wonder Woman. Or Wonder Man. Turn it off. Oh, just a minute, I gotta turn the lights on. I had an open house at 10 o'clock. I was there, quarter till 10, everything was set up. And by the way, I had to go back and turn 4 signs, the arrow was pointing the wrong way. Not easy for me to get out of the car and skip over and set a sign up. But the next, I had 9 signs up. The next ones I put on, I looked at him, damn sure the arrow was going the right way. But it took me a half an hour to open up my house. A half an hour. So when people volunteer for an open house, please don't. Please don't. It's a way that we have for you to honor the seller, to do a good job for the listing agent, and an opportunity for you to make an income if that isn't the right house for them. If you can't be there at 1 o'clock with the lights on, the front door open, and the garage door closed, at my house, people were trying to come through the garage. I said, no, please go through the front. So I didn't want them walking into the house the wrong way. I remembered that part. But the moral of the story is, I was ready at 10 o'clock. The first one didn't show up till 10:30. I don't care. I was ready for 10. Because my ad said 10 o'clock. It didn't say 10:30, 10:15. I was, no, I was all prepared. I had all my me there. And guess what? I didn't take the kitchen and load all a bunch of crap across the kitchen. I'd recommend you guys get a card table or use one of our tables out in the back and set it up like an office on a vacant house. Because when you have everything cluttered on the counter, they can't visualize where their stuff is going to go. We don't need to have a house staged. Not yet. Because our inventory is so low. So the day comes that until we do stage it, don't clutter it. Don't clutter it. Just, we're gonna see when you go to Palomar today. Palomar, what color it is, I call it Belmonte. Anyway, you're gonna see how I set it up. Should we set up a table and a chair? Somebody says, what do you need more than one chair? Well, my client just might like to sit down and talk. What we're gonna do, go sit on the stairs or go in his car? So I set it up with a table, one chair and two chairs. And my stuff was there, just very little. I had my flyer there that I could remember what the house was. But I said, would you like to have a flyer? There's one right there. They went and picked it up. I didn't hand it to them. Walking to the front door and handing somebody something, they're good at this. They're not going to listen to a thing you're saying. Not everybody does an open house. But if you're going to do an open house, for God's sakes, do it the right way. If you're not going to do an open house, get out there and pass some flyers out and meet your neighbors. Do something. Just don't sit here and go, well, when one person came in today, what did you do to make more than one person come in? I can't do it all. I can give you the wisdom to do it. You must take that ball and run with it, or be a part-time agent. Mentally, not physically, but mentally. You are a secret agent. So let's go to that. Okay, I want to ask you a question. Every Wednesday morning, or Tuesday morning, we get a bowl of fruit. It's gone within seconds. I can't even get a banana anymore. Right? Real quick, when I say three, who gives them to us? 1, 2, 3.
Insurance company.
Anderson's.
Anderson.
Anderson
Who?
Insurance. Our insurance company.
Well, who?
Anderson.
Okay, you must eat some fruit. Everybody going, uh-huh. But when you grab that banana, and you grab that grape, and you eat it, it's gone. You don't remember it. If he brought that fruit in and say, would you like to have a banana? You would remember, especially if he had his label on the banana.
Larry did that.
You think, why should I have to think? He's buying fruit every day, and we're eating it. And I'm going, thank you very much. Somebody brings a bottle of water in. It's got, I'm going to pick on iMortgage. They're good to us. We're good to them. So they bring the water in for us on our open house. We say, thank you very much. And then she takes it, and she goes home. The kid says, Mom, can I have the rest of your water? No, I've already drank out of it. It's in the car. iMortgage, 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 iMortgage. iMortgage, you want to show up today, ask him not to. If iMortgage brings me water in, God bless him. As soon as he hits the door, I can assure you. Or better yet, I'm buy my own water, take it home and drink it. I do not want that guy going to the mall, getting out of the mall, saying, honey, you know what, we really should be thinking of buying a house. I know we got iMortgage you can go to for the loan. You're doing this! I'm going, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. They got your little bitty card somewhere. They probably lost it. And I'm thinking, that's our client. Don't you dare. But the moral of the story is, I'm going to remember the water. Even when you recycle, it takes a little while to pick up even the guys that recycling is going to see your name.
That's right.
Okay? Wherever they're going to see your name. The fruit is a prime example. God bless him for bringing the fruit in. But how sad we can't even remember the insurance company's name when we grab that pear. Gee, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's doing us a favor, but we're not remembering what he's doing. So, the moral of the story is don't be a secret agent. Let's go to the next one, see if I can bitch on something else. Okay. We've already done that one time. Okay, here. I have been to open houses and seen little pads there. I mean, it must cost these title companies, they don't care. They can write it off as an expense. You are giving that client a message on their pad. They are walking out the door with your pad, with their name. Your phone number may be scribbled, but above it is whose pad is it? I'm ordering, gonna see how much it costs me to have this pad. And it simply says, blah, 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 Jean, Eric, and Gwen, let the Bain family be your real estate agent. Down here, and that's any message they wanna write on that, I'm gonna write, oh, you need to go by and see blah, 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 blah. They're taking my name with them. When we farm, which we're going to be farming, we will be passing out, it comes in, I think, 50, 100. But every time they say to their kid, don't forget to take your lunch. By the way, I told you where I'm gonna be on the counter. Your name is there. Now, we all have computers, we're all savvy, we're all brilliant, but everybody's looking for a scratch paper to write something on. We do here. You don't think Debbie's at home and wants to tell her daughter what time her dentist appointment is, and it's there by the phone, she doesn't grab that and give them that message? Everybody does. If you're gonna pass out anything in your area, I don't care if it's 20, I don't even care if it's just at your open house. By the way, would you like a pad? Not an iPad. Okay. You say, well, they probably won't use it. You're out of your mind. I spend half my time looking for something to write on at home. With I could scale down, I sold everything. I probably sold everything I got my hands on. But we've been doing this for years. One of the first things we did was order the pads. You can't be an independent operator, an independent contractor in business for yourself and spend zero. It doesn't work that way. But you should spend money promoting yourself. Remember what I said last week? Promote yourself. Promote yourself. You know what? You need to go back and take a look at this house address on this pad. They're going to remember who gave it to them. If they're out here running all over town looking at everything, you get home at night and say, who's that lady that told us about the house on Lavender? They got the notes. They got my name at the top. They got my name at the bottom. Guess what? When they go to Lavender, they may even say, they sent us over to your open house. It's the cheapest and inexpensive way that you can go, is to have that pad sitting there at your desk. I think iMortgage, they love us. They think we're the greatest thing since cotton candy. And we're going, but I don't have to buy this because I can do this. I don't have to buy that because I can use that. I don't have to do that because I can do that. But you're not promoting yourself. I don't want you to do everything to promote yourself outside running up and down Leather Street naked. And if that works, have at it. But promote yourself. Some shouldn't, some should. But promote yourself. Only you can promote yourself. I can tell everybody how good you are, but it's okay for you to tell them how good you are in real estate. And one little business card is not the way to go. And how about reading the newspaper, on the computer, and find out that Goldilocks was a top student? What would it cost you? 99 cents. I go down and pick out a bunch of them to send a card to say, congratulations, notice you were in top honors. We're very proud of you. 99 cents plus 37. I'm a mother. You complimented my kid. You impressed me. I'm going to remember that you were kind enough to send my kid. It can be something, anything. Anything. Look in the news, there is so much material in that newspaper. We're just, oh well, same old crap, same old crap, same old crap. No. The guy came in that did a speaking to us who the hell ever he is, a chief or something, and I asked him what the kids could do for entertainment, and he turned to me and said, what would you like me to have the kids to do? I should have said, will not use your credit card from the city to charge things would be a beginning. Cause that's why you got fired. Candid speech, took it right from the book. That speech went out the door as soon as he walked in. I don't care how many Robins are coming in. I don't care how many Amazons are coming in. I don't care how many's coming in. What can our young people do outside to get out of Dodge? And we concentrate on, we do have good sports program. We do have a lot of good swimming. It's wonderful. Your kids interested in swimming? Great. Let me give you someone to call that can you get all the data you can on the swimming. Or if you'd like to look it up, this is where you can find the information. How kind of me to think about this. Soccer. Oh yeah, this is, we think we're the capital of the world because we're so close to Sacramento, who's trying to get our Olympic teams there. So I can't tell you how many nice coaches we have out here. I'm interested in there. By the way, I can't do this with my clients following me in the car. I have never heard of showing property with a client following you unless they got 1,500 kids. Or unless they're Chinese and have the whole garage with them. How in the world can you promote yourself with a car in the back of you? I don't get it. So it's back to basics, not being a secret agent. We'll take you by the post office. With us? We'll take you by the post office and say, when we find your home, that's where you're gonna take the package if you wanna mail them. This is when we find your home. Not if, when we find your home, this is where the water, why not tour them as you're showing them? There are a few nice things about Tracy, believe it or not, they're there. But I can't tell them that in the back of a car 14 feet behind me, hoping that they make the same red light I've made. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for me to meet somebody at a house unless I can get them in here. Sometimes I can't, sometimes I have to go there and bring them back here. Because my business is done in this software. I have control of my clients doing what's best for the client. Okay. Well, we got this one I'm trying to show you on that sample. Okay. That was it?
That's it.
Janet, damn, I got through
Page
that
8 of
fast.
8.
Okay. Okay, now, pass out one of those, every other one, just take a look at it.
There, everybody
We
got
have.
It's just a silly sample. On the back, I'm gonna do a resume about myself and ourselves. You know, more about me than I am the office. Front, I've said everything I want to about the office. Okay, I thought I read come up, my son Ernie says, when you put your sign up, you ought to put, we work from you from sign up to sign down. I thought, damn, that's pretty neat. Work from sun up to sundown. I had to look at it 4 times before I got it and told Mark that 3 times before he got it. But what do we say? I work from you from sun up to sundown. We work from you from sign up to sign down.
Yeah, silence.
Anything to make, any slogan.
That sticks.
I do a lot of reading on little quotes, not big long, but poems and quotes and things. And it does make a difference out there. And I know every one of you are capable of being successful. But if you're sitting there waiting for somebody to come to you and go, I just waited and waited, those days are gone. And the next thing I didn't put up there, but I meant to, is we had, Mark Weibel had an open house last week. Okay? Mark Weibel was a perfect, when he came to me from Byron Alvarez, dumber than a damn doornail. I couldn't believe this guy knew how to write a contract. But it's hard for you guys to believe, but he listened. He listened on farming. He listened on setting up open houses. He listened to lots of things that that was the right thing to do. Okay. I'm having an open house on Sunday. I looked in the newspaper and I found out, whoa and behold, Mark Weibel is having an open house. And so is another little chick from Clint's office having an open house. On 11th Street. I go, uh-oh. When have I set up my signs? I need to go down where Mark Weibel has his sign set up at Crossroads, get him coming back down. Then I need to go to Summertime with the other little girl from Clem is having an open house, and set up my second sign to make sure they don't turn there, they turn there, they go on down. I set up 9 open houses. He set up 12. Some of them were just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he took this down 11th Street, down Coral Hollow, down Byron Road. I mean, I got tired of looking for signs. He did 12 up. The moral of the story is, you're sitting here. You're going to have an open house Saturday. You're going to have an open house Sunday. Can't you look in the Tracy Press and see who's advertising? Or look on MLS. Do they have open houses? Can't you look and see and pull it up on a tax roll and see where the location is and go, uh-oh, that's pretty doggone close to my open house. He sure did it to ours Saturday. He didn't do it to ours on Sunday. Because then he was having it on Saturday and Sunday. So when he had one up, I had one up. Because I didn't want everybody trained to him and not coming on down to mine. It's almost called common sense. Taught this one time, I'm going to teach it again. I'm going to teach it again. I'm going to teach it again. And I actually set my signs up and drove around. And after I got the arrows going the right way, I said, good job, Gene. Okay. You think of your open house sign as being a letter, an envelope. Your sign should always be on the right side where the stamp is for your people to sign your house. They're not going to look over there. You see, they should turn that way. So if you're setting your sign up, just pull to the side of the road. If you're on 11th Street, watch your car doors, which I did. I made sure that little yoke was there when everybody moved, then I got out. But I looked and I said, okay, there's 4 signs here. I'm coming down 11th Street. Which is the most visible signs for me to see? Post office, my stamp. And I thought, well, what if I'm coming from Pleasanton? I talk a lot to myself, by the way. And I would go over around and come down. I said, okay, I'm coming from Pleasanton. Which is the best way for me to see? There's 2 open houses here. I best put 2 signs there to get them on down to mine. So setting up signs is, oh, I hate to set up signs. Well, I hate to take them down. Putting them up, I'm up. I'm for business. I don't need 15 people. I need one good one. One. Either to sell that house to them. I sold a house Sunday. I wrote on it. I probably won't get it. But it was somebody came into my open house. I was all by myself. I asked them to wait till 1. And at 1 o'clock, I told them to come back. I'll meet them at the office and take and show them property. I wrote a contract. I did, but how many people I have through 12? I only needed 1 to sell that house. They wanted a smaller house, but they stopped there. I had an investor that got away from me because I was by myself and somebody else walked in, wanted to buy a home, already owes 5, wants one house without pool. Doesn't care how large it is. I couldn't help him. He walked out the damn door. Did you ever see a broker start crying? There was a live one. I could tell by the questions they were asking me. Got away from me. So sometimes when you take a really busy house and you have 2 people there, you should be doing something while you're there. Call the garage sale for the next day or whatever. Do something. Invite your friends. Hire somebody to come in. But the moral of the story is, you only need 1 person to sell that house to. The lender's going to be there. They're there to help you, not to greet the people at the damn door unless you're crowded. But we're at an age now. Our open houses are so precious to us. Don't screw it up. If you can't do an open house the right way, don't do one. It's really easy. She got a house Lavender coming up, right? She may need help to open house. How dare you show up at 1:30? How dare you show up and do a half-ass house? Because you know who the neighbors are looking at? Her. She's kind enough to give you a way to make money, to make an income, to be successful, and you just screwed it. Don't take it. If I can't count on you to do an open house, I want an open house. What do you want, your way or my way? You actually think screeching up, throwing the brakes on, running in an open house at 1:15 is a way to do an open house? Not on my house. And guess who's watching you? Not Gene Bain, every neighbor. My kid took a hubcap with a group of boys, 16 years old, at 3:30 in the morning on my court. The neighbor saw him, reported him to me. 3:30 in the morning. Who would think this woman was looking out the damn window at 3:30 in the morning at a kid taking a hubcap? No matter what you do, somebody's looking at you. I went to the show the other day, right? 2 o'clock in the afternoon is a wonderful time to go to the show. No crowd, you just sit there and all by yourself, so you just, sitting there. Go back the next day and they said, "You go to the show yesterday afternoon?" I go, "Yeah." "Well, you left your trunk open so we closed it for you." So you don't, no matter what you do, somebody's gonna see something that you're doing. So open house is the big thing today, and not everybody does an open house. It's okay. But if you're going to do one, treat the listing agent with respect and her listing or his listing. Dave, I really appreciate you letting us do your open houses. Pine was a blast. I really enjoyed there. And by the way, when you leave there, I didn't take mine, I should, but it was raining. Take your material with you. It is not your listing. It's your listing for 4 hours. After that, it goes back to the regular listing agent. Right? And you promise that house to be open. I don't care if it's snowing. You better get it open. I don't care if nobody shows up. You better get it open. Because that neighbor, just like they stopped me, guy around the corner and said, "Hi." I said, "Hi." I said, "You don't mind if I put your sign up in here in the corner? I'm trying to get you a good neighbor." "Not at all. My wife and I was just talking. We list our house. We're not planning on selling. We've been here for 22 years. But if we ever sell, man, we're using your office." I said, "Thank you. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to tell your friends." All because I asked him if I could put the sign up. I'm not a secret agent. I want to compliment. Damn, I'm not. Mark's been wearing his badge lately. Okay? Those that wear your badges, don't be a secret agent. Wear them. Somebody wants to get in a big conversation with you, bring them into the office. I want you all this week to do me a favor. If you go to a restaurant, just remember how much you're spending. These cost $1.29. Okay. I want you to think about doing your brochure on yourself. It's so easy to do. Use a letter that somebody brought me a wonderful, wonderful letter. I forget who it was, from one of their clients. Absolutely magnificent. Take some of those points out of that letter and put it into your autobiography. Put it there. With your resume. It's easy to make a brochure. You're going to remember that a lot more than that mortgage payment. And do I love my mortgage? Yes. My mortgage is good to us. We're good to them. North American Title is good to us. We're good to them. Old Republic is good to us. We're good to them. But I'm not going to sit for 4 hours and advertise them. I'm just not going to do it. But a lot of you do. And I bet they think you're wonderful. No wonder they want to do all your brochures for you. They can take an afternoon and go voting while you're advertising for them. Okay, enough blabbing. Okay, let's get to the open houses.
Okay, we've got 4. I had a few more, but it seems like everybody's kind of busy and having, it's very...
Doesn't matter, we got 3, okay.
Okay, so we've got Scarlet, Greenleaf area, I believe that's Standard Pacific, and
It is Standard Pacific, built in 1989.
it's 1985. It's got a huge lot, 1598 square feet. It looks, I mean, there's just the fact that it's $187 a square foot. Anything under 200 grabs my interest nowadays.
There is no Melrose.
No Melrose,
Okay.
you know, stuff. So, then Palomar. Palomar's got new carpets. It's freshened up. It has a total new look to it. If you haven't seen it since they got the new carpet in, it's a fresh look at it.
New price?
And that is the bank appraisal.
$429,950 makes it almost the best deal in town right now. $154 a square foot.
And we held it off the market and seller agreed to that until we could get it all clean. It's gonna go back on MLS, I think, tonight or tomorrow morning. She's gonna put it back on for us, giving us ample opportunity to write on it.
It's on this morning.
Went on this morning? Excellent, excellent.
Then we got
Hold
Roxbury.
on a second.
Okay.
On the key, I put the code for the alarm system, right on the key, so I don't wanna put it anywhere. You open it up, there's the combination, okay?
Then Roxbury, a Ryland built home down Edgewood. You know, just you can give me your opinion of it. $360 for the 1,600 square feet seems a little high and all stuff, but
Let's go on.
there must be something nice
Right
about it.
there, hold it.
It's right there.
Okay, And the listing agent is,
Michelle,
Top realty.
Amin, Top Realty.
How many square feet?
One of the only ones that was available to look at, you know, stuff. 'cause
well, we
there's-
don't care.
Yeah.
It should be more than 4 or
Yeah.
5 right now.
1645.
Seems a little high, huh?
218 a square foot.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows anymore?
The
You
newer
know what a
home.
house is, it says, not a short sale, please call listing agent with any question, and she very cleverly described all of this, it's cozy, it's 3 bedrooms, bath, and close to the highway. And let me talk to you about advertising. I'm writing all the ads from now on. If anybody has a flyer and gives it to me, it would certainly help me. Otherwise, I go by and take a look at the property. You tell me close to the freeway, that's the last damn thing I wanna see. I wanna live in a house close to the freeway.
No, it's absolutely true.
David, you're right there with me. It's such a pleasure. I can't wait for Ernie to get out of here to start filling his brain. It's the craziest thing. First time